Wow.
All right, cool. I'm here with Vic Thrill. Just got done with his set at Maggie Mays. You got down here a little late. Can you tell the people at home a little bit about what happened?
I left on Monday at noon. I stopped in Knoxville with my projectionist, BA. Crashed in a hotel in Knoxville for 4 hours. I puked in the parking lot because I was popping no-dos and chugging coffee to get further down the road. So then we arrived in New Orleans like the next night at probably 9 o'clock. I had a shawarma. Next thing you know, I got violently ill. I thought I was gonna ruin my whole, I thought I was getting the flu, you know, I thought I was gonna ruin my whole thing. Anyways, after a good puking, I started rehearsing at 3 o'clock in the morning with a drummer who I've never played with before, and he's a guy who I'm only just barely acquainted with. This guy by the name of Steve Garofano. We left New Orleans this morning. My brakes went out. Hello, darling.
Hello, how are you doing?
This is why we come here. That's right.
Bye.
Yeah, see you later.
Hello. No.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your beginnings in the industry?
Yeah, I started in a band called theBogmen. That's like where I came on the scene in theBogmen. I mean, I've been playing since I was pre-teens, you know what I mean? I was a drummer, and then I wound up switching to a singer because this guy, who eventually was my bandmate in theBogmen, heard me singing The Crystal Ship by The Doors, like on the side of a basketball court. And he's like, sing that again, man. And I was impersonating Jim Morrison. And so next thing you know, our dream to become rock stars, you know what I mean? We wound up with a record deal with Arista Records, and we traveled all over the place and toured constantly and put out a few records with Arista. And played with all big bands, toured with Kiss.
Let's go drinks and get
What's that?
Some drinks and get out of the hell out of here.
Some drinks and what?
You want to go or you want to stay?
Oh, I don't know. What do we?
I don't know, we were just going to finish the interview first, but...
Yeah.
Oh! Party foul!
Yeah.
I understand, though, that you have a movie loosely based on a story of yours. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I had one of my, I guess, you know, fateful, serendipitous diversions as a musician was befriending a Hasidic Jew who I then formed a band with. He expressed an interest in music. I was living in an old gas station in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and I gave him my number and stuff. I ran into him at a bar. I was playing a show, and he dropped by one day. We became like best friends, and next thing you know, like, he'd never watched TV or listened to the radio before. Total greenhorn. Like I liken him to Chauncey Gardner from the story Being There. I read the book by Jerzy Kaczynski, but there was a film that Peter Sellers played the part in where he had never been to the outside world before. He knew everything only through television. And this guy came over to my place, never watched TV before. He started watching like 8 hours of TV a day. And that's the only way he learned how to interact with like mainstream culture. And so he had this accelerated sort of adolescence in my presence as well, even though he was 21 years old. Never touched a girl, never partied. And so you can see that there were a lot of opportunities for funny shit to happen, you know. We wound up telling our story on NPR, a show called This American Life. And a number of people, Hollywood people, filmmakers and producers, and some were listening that day. Tina Fey being one of them from Saturday Night Live. And she decided that she wanted for her next screenplay to be about our story. And and it was already, there was a deal lined up with Paramount Pictures and Lorne Michaels and stuff. So that's what happened. I wound up selling the story rights to Paramount Pictures.
And that's in production right now?
That's pre-production right now. But as of now, like Sacha Baron Cohen is attached to the film to play the Hasidic guy in the film. And I don't know who's playing me yet. And I'm writing the book, which is coming out on Random House.
Oh, that's awesome. I also understand you have a new album coming up.
I have a new album that's coming out. Thanks, buddy. And it's coming out at the end of this month called Circus of Enlightenment, and that's the main reason why I'm here right now. Is because I wanted to start spreading the new gospel.
Where's that available at? Is that available at
right now? It's available on iTunes.
Okay.
And then it will be available, you know, hopefully ubiquitous, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. And just real quick, last question. Can you take us out with Little Doors?
With a little Doors? Yeah. Oh, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why. Oh, don't ask why.